So it's Halloween today, guys, and it's day 3 of the Halloween Spooktacular. So today I thought we'd do something pretty creepy and talk about the legend that is the Dibbuk Box. So if you've seen the film The Possession, it's from 2012. That film is actually based on the story of this box. So there was a man named Kevin Mannis, and he owned a small antiques and furniture refurbish business. So this was in Portland, Oregon, and he bought a box in an estate sale in 2001. So the box had belonged to a survivor of the Holocaust named Havela. I'm probably saying that wrong. And she escaped to Spain from Poland in World War II. And she actually purchased the box in Spain and then emigrated to the United States. So she was actually 103 when she died. And so Kevin went to this estate sale and he learned it was an heirloom from her granddaughter who was running the estate sale. So when he learned it was an heirloom, he offered to give it back. However, the granddaughter said that they didn't want it, and she said that she had never opened it as her grandma told her that there was a Dibbuk in there. So he asked what a Dibbuk was, and unfortunately the granddaughter didn't actually know what a Dibbuk was. So I'll fill you in here. A Dibbuk is a vengeful and usually malicious spirit. It's restless and it haunts and usually possesses the living. If you try and burn a Dibbuk box, it will burn really slowly, and this is because the Dibbuk needs time to be fully released from the box. So it burns really slowly so that when the box is burned, there's no way to reseal the Dibbuk back into a box. So it's fully released, it's out there in the world, wreaking havoc on the unsuspecting, I suppose. So when Mannis got home, and he had the box, he opened it, naturally, because when you've been told not to open a box, you just do it. So he found 2 1920s pennies in the box, a lock of blonde hair which was bound with string, a lock of brown or black hair which was also bound with string. He found a small statue in there which was made of granite and it had the word Shalom inscribed on it. He also found a small golden wine goblet and a dried rosebud, and he also said that he found a candle holder in there, which was quite strange because it had 4 legs, but the legs were shaped like octopus tentacles. So he said that after he received the box, he experienced horrific nightmares, and he had planned to give the box to his mother for her birthday. Now, his mother went away for her actual birthday, so when she got back, he decided to give it to her. However, she got back on the 31st of October, which is somewhat ironic, and so he gave her the box on October 31st, and she actually suffered a stroke within 5 minutes of receiving the box. So then Mannis tried to give his sister the box, and she apparently had the box for 3 days and couldn't keep any of the doors closed in her house. So then she gave it back to him, and he gave it to his brother. So his brother complained of the smell of jasmine flowers, and his brother had a wife living with him, and she actually complained that it smelled of cat urine inside the box. The box was letting out the smell of cat urine. So then he decided to give it to his girlfriend, and after 3 days she said that she wanted him to sell it. However, the reasons are unclear as to what she experienced. Mannis took this on board and he sold the box to a couple in his store, and after 2 days the box was left outside of his store and it came with a note which said, "This has bad darkness." So Mannis used to have nightmares of an old hag visiting him. So he said that he would be walking in his dream with somebody that he knew really well, and at some point they would turn and look at him and he would look at them. And it was as if evil was staring back at him, and then the person would basically melt and turn and transform into this old hag. So apparently this old hag would then beat him in his dreams, and he would wake up with real physical bruises from where he'd been hit by the old hag in his dream. So at a family get-together, he had everyone over to his house, and he was discussing the dreams that he'd been having since the box had been in his possession. And he found that actually everybody else who had been in possession of the box, so his sister, his girlfriend, and his brother, and his brother's wife, had all had the same dream and also had real physical bruises. So that's when he decided that he didn't want anything to do with this box anymore. It was bad and he wanted to put it up for sale on eBay. So when he did, he actually came home after a couple of days and found that all 10 fish in his aquarium were dead. He said that there was no problems with any of the pumps and there was no reason. He just wanted to get rid of it as soon as possible. So it actually had multiple owners after Manis put it up on eBay. So the first person who got it from Manis was the person who bought it from him on eBay. And this person's name was Lozif Nietsky. I am probably pronouncing that one wrong as well. He was from Missouri and he bought the box from Manis. So he claimed that the box actually burnt out all of the lights in his house, and he also claimed that it caused all of his hair to fall out. So then he put it on eBay, and someone called Jason Haxton had been following Nietsky's blog post on the box of what had been posting about his strange happenings. And so Jason Haxton, as soon as he saw that the box was for sale on eBay, he bought it from Nietsky. So every single person who has owned the box, even if for a short time, including the brother, sister and girlfriend of Manis, they have all reported horrific nightmares, smells of cat urine or jasmine flowers, and a nightmare involving an old hag. Jason Haxton said that he actually developed health problems and he decided to start writing down all of the strange things that was happening to him. And he actually got enough material to write a book called the Dibbuk Box. So apparently after he published this book, he said that he developed health problems. So apparently the health problems included hives, coughing up blood, and head-to-toe welts. So after this happened, he consulted with some rabbis to help reseal the Dibbuk into the box. This was successful and the Dibbuk was resealed into the box. And so Jason Haxton took it upon himself to hide the box in a secret location. He would not tell anyone where it was, and he said that it would stay hidden until the day he died. However, he actually later donated the box to Zach Bogans of Ghost Adventures, and this is because Zach actually has a haunted museum in Las Vegas. Quite a strange one. I mean, I find it really weird that all of these things happened. There are a few skeptics out there saying that if you expect bad things to happen, then they probably will, which is obviously the anticipation of gaining the box after reading these stories. People say, skeptics say that obviously they were expecting bad things to happen, which is why they did. I don't really know. I think it's a bit too weird to be down to coincidence. I do believe in the paranormal, but I did have to leave quite a few details out of this just because it's such a long story and this video was already getting to be too long. But what I will do is I'll link the original eBay post that Kevin Manis posted for the Dibbuk Box in the description if you want to have a read of that. It's extremely interesting. However, it is quite lengthy and too long for a video, but it's definitely worth a read. So I'll post that down in the description. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys are enjoying the Halloween Spooktacular as much as I am. Happy Halloween, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.